Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. Please subscribe and like the video before continuing. The Young and the Restless. Nathan Owens hints Holden's link to GC Lady, top 3 character possibilities. The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers suggest viewers are still reeling from the Monday, February 3rd episode that revealed a Damian King switcheroo. It turns out that the Damian, Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, was introduced to, is not the real Damian King, Jermaine Rivers, after all, but rather Damian's sidekick, Holden, Nathan Owens. Get updates on the latest news about the Young and the Restless, straight to your inbox. We use your personal data for interest-based advertising, as outlined in our privacy notice. What is this? The actor who plays Holden, Nathan Owens, recently spoke with Soap Opera Digest, SOD, and talked about the massive plot twist. However, he also hinted that in the weeks ahead, fans will get to know his character more and find out about a leading Genoa City lady Holden is linked to. Who could this be? Here are some possibilities. Leading lady possibility 1, Lily Winters. It's been teased that Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, is on the cusp of finally finding true love in 2025, so could Holden be it for her, or possibly Damian? Maybe Holden is the person who introduces her to Damian, as the two have crossed paths in the past. Could Holden be an old friend that Lily trusts, or possibly someone who got away, whom she can rekindle a romance with? Then again, as Lily is Nate's cousin, it seems unlikely that she's the leading lady linked to Holden, as she could be the person to expose her friend's lie. However, maybe she is the very person to expose Holden, as he can't go parading around as Damian forever, right? What is this? Leading lady possibility 2, Sally Spectra. Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, has lived a life that's taken to different places outside of Genoa City, so what if she and Holden are old friends or potentially amicable exes? How would Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, feel about their connection, and should he be worried? Leading lady possibility 3, Tessa Porter. Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, lived quite a sketchy life before meeting and falling in love with Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes. While both Mariah and Tessa have moved on from all this and built a family together, this doesn't mean that their respective pasts won't come back to haunt them. Fans recently saw this with Mariah when Ian Ward, Ray Wise, returned. Holden doesn't seem like a vile character, even though he isn't the projection of Honest lately, as he parades around as Damian, but that doesn't also mean that Holden wasn't in Tessa's orbit, or vice versa, during a hard time in her life. Are they friends? Are they exes? Do they share an experience that Tessa hasn't revealed to Mariah yet? Only time will tell. Which Genoa City leading lady could Holden be linked to? Share your thoughts below. Don't forget to tune into the Y&R on CBS Daily to catch all the drama, and check out this site regularly for the best Young and the Restless news, spoilers, and updates. The Young and the Restless. Nathan Owens hints Holden's link to GC Lady, top 3 character possibilities. The Young and the Restless has been buzzing with speculation ever since Nathan Owens joined the CBS soap as Holden Novak, a mysterious new character with charm, good looks, and a seemingly endless supply of secrets. The moment Holden arrived in Genoa City, fans began trying to unravel who he really is, what brought him to town, and most importantly, which Genoa City lady might already be connected to him in some way. Owens himself has only added fuel to the fire by dropping hints that Holden's storyline could tie into a prominent female character, setting the stage for intrigue, romance, and drama. With his past cloaked in shadows, viewers are eager to know which woman from Genoa City's elite could be tied to Holden, and how that relationship could shake up existing dynamics. Let's dive into the top 3 most likely possibilities and explore what each could mean for the show's future. Holden Novak's introduction was not by accident. Y&R has a tradition of weaving in new arrivals with deep ties to established characters, and this seems to be the case here. From his guarded demeanor to his cryptic conversations, Holden clearly has a backstory waiting to explode. Nathan Owens has suggested in interviews that Holden's first major twist could involve a romantic or familial connection to a woman already on the canvas, which leaves the fandom debating over who fits the bill. Could it be Lily Winters, who is still nursing heartbreak and might be vulnerable to Holden's smooth ways? Or perhaps it's Victoria Newman, who has a habit of falling for dangerous men with secrets. Another compelling theory is that Holden's arrival might tie him to Claire Grace, the latest Newman newcomer who is still trying to find her footing in Genoa City. Each of these women represents not just a romantic possibility, but a dramatic link that could reshape the power dynamics within the town. Lily Winters is perhaps the most obvious candidate for a Holden storyline. Recently out of a relationship and searching for stability, Lily has been drawn to strong, mysterious men in the past. Her connection with Kane Ashby, Daniel Romalotti, and Billy Abbott has proven that she often falls for men with baggage, and Holden fits that mold perfectly. Imagine Lily trying to start fresh only to fall for a man hiding a dangerous past. The chemistry between Crystal Khalil and Nathan Owens could give Lily a compelling new romance, but it wouldn't come without risk. If Holden's secrets involve shady dealings, Lily might once again find herself in a cycle of heartbreak and betrayal. On the flip side, Holden could be a catalyst for Lily to rediscover her bold, independent spirit, sparking a storyline where she learns to demand honesty and trust from the men in her life. Then there's Victoria Newman, who practically has a PhD in picking the wrong men. From Ashland Locke to J.T. Hellstrom, Victoria has a pattern of falling for men who are manipulative or hiding dangerous secrets. Holden might be the next in line if he crosses paths with her at Newman Enterprises. Victoria's constant struggle between personal happiness and corporate responsibility makes her vulnerable to someone who offers excitement and escape. Holden's polished exterior and mysterious aura could be exactly what draws her in, but if his backstory ties to corporate sabotage or an old Newman enemy, this romance could ignite a war within the family business. Nathan Owens' natural charisma would make him a strong match opposite Amelia Heinleigh's Victoria, setting up a high-stakes romance filled with deception, passion, and power plays. Of course, the most intriguing option may be Claire Grace Newman. Claire has just begun rebuilding her life after being manipulated by Jordan and estranged from her family. She is a character in need of direction, redemption, and a meaningful connection. Enter Holden Novak, who could easily become her anchor, or her downfall. If Holden shares a secret past with Claire, perhaps from before her Genoa City arrival, it could explain some of his guarded behavior. Maybe they crossed paths in Oregon, or perhaps he was another pawn in Jordan's schemes. A romance between Holden and Claire would also tie him deeply into the Newman family, raising the stakes for Victor, Nikki, and Victoria as they watch over the fragile young woman they are just beginning to trust again. If Holden's connection to Claire turns out to be romantic, it could solidify his place in town, but if it turns out to be familial, say, a half-brother or cousin, the story could pivot in an even more shocking direction. What makes Nathan Owens' portrayal so intriguing is his ability to play Holden as both likable and enigmatic. Fans want to root for him, but there's always a sense of danger lurking beneath the surface. His hints about a connection to a Genoa City woman suggest that this isn't a random fling but a storyline with long-term potential. Soap operas thrive on slow burns, so the reveal of Holden's ties could unfold over weeks or even months, keeping viewers guessing and speculating about every interaction. The writing team has clearly positioned him as a disruptor, someone who will not just blend into the background but shake up existing relationships. Beyond Lily, Victoria, and Claire, other possibilities exist too. Phyllis Summers is always drawn to new men who challenge her, and Holden might appeal to her restless nature. Sharon Newman, who has been searching for her next chapter, could also be a fit. Even Chelsea Lawson could be thrown into the mix, especially if Holden has ties to her past schemes. Each of these women has the potential to spark with Holden, but based on current storylines and Nathan Owens' teases, the top three remain the most likely. At the end of the day, Holden Novak is a wildcard character, one that the young and the restless is clearly setting up for a major arc. Whether his link to a Genoa City lady is romantic, familial, or business-related, the ripple effects will be huge. Lily could find herself falling for the wrong man yet again, Victoria might plunge into another doomed love affair, and Claire could be facing her most dangerous test yet as she tries to rebuild her life. No matter which direction the writers choose, Nathan Owen's presence has already brought a fresh energy to the canvas, and fans are ready for the fireworks to begin. For now, all eyes remain on Holden Novak as the mystery deepens. Is he a hero, a villain, or something in between? And which woman from Genoa City's rich tapestry will be the first to uncover the truth? One thing is certain, with Nathan Owens in the role, the journey is guaranteed to be captivating, and the payoff could be one of the biggest twists Y&R has delivered in years. The young and the restless Nathan Owens hints Holden's link to GC Lady, top 3 character possibilities. The young and the restless thrives on mystery, romance, and bombshell connections that shake Genoa City to its core. The arrival of Nathan Owens as Holden Novak is already sparking waves of speculation among fans, critics, and longtime viewers who know better than to trust a new character's easy smile. In recent teasers and subtle hints, Owens has revealed that Holden's story is far more complicated than his surface charm lets on. His first major arc could tie him directly to one of Genoa City's leading ladies. The thought alone has fans buzzing, dissecting every glance, every line, and every possible link to see where the puzzle pieces fit. The truth is, Y&R rarely introduces a character without a long game plan. That means Holden is not just passing through town, he's here to make waves, steal hearts, and possibly wreck lives. The question is, which woman will be at the center of his story? 3 names rise to the top of the list: Lily Winters, Victoria Newman, and Claire Grace Newman. Each offers a different dramatic pathway, each could change Holden's trajectory, and each could transform the future of Genoa City. Holden Novak came onto the scene cloaked in intrigue. Nathan Owens brings a charisma that makes Holden instantly appealing, but there's also an intensity simmering beneath the surface. His character feels layered, like a man holding back pieces of himself until the right, or wrong, moment. Owens himself hinted in a recent press chat that Holden's storyline is not going to be about him floating aimlessly in the background. He's going to matter. He's going to tie in. And the first threads that bind him to Genoa City are likely connected to a woman whose presence already dominates the canvas. That tease is the spark that has set social media ablaze, with fan theories ranging from Holden being a love interest, a secret relative, or even a long-lost figure from someone's past. With soap storytelling, the possibilities are endless, and that's exactly what makes this setup so thrilling. Let's start with Lily Winters. Lily has been through the ringer in her love life. From the rocky marriage with Kane Ashby, who betrayed her trust multiple times, to her passionate but complicated relationship with Billy Abbott, Lily has always seemed drawn to men who either can't give her stability or who come with dangerous secrets. Enter Holden Novak, a man who could represent both a new beginning and another heartbreak. Imagine Lily opening herself to romance again, convinced she deserves a fresh chapter after everything she's endured, only to find herself caught in Holden's tangled web. What if Holden isn't who he claims to be? What if he's harboring a past that could put her reputation and business ventures at risk? That's the danger of Lily's vulnerability. Her desire for love could blind her to the warning signs. At the same time, Holden could be exactly the person who challenges her to demand more, to refuse to settle for half-truths, and to grow stronger through the chaos. The chemistry potential between Crystal Khalil and Nathan Owens is off the charts, and fans can already picture their sizzling first encounter in Genoa City. Lily has been missing a central romantic storyline, and Holden could be the key to reigniting her journey in a bold, new way. But what if Holden's path crosses with Victoria Newman? Victoria's history with men is one of the most infamous storylines in Genoa City. From J.T. Hellstrom's abuse to Ashland Locke's con, Victoria is a magnet for men who look like princes but reveal themselves to be dangerous villains. With Holden, the possibility of a new chapter is tantalizing, but the risk is just as great. Victoria has her hands full at Newman Enterprises, and a man like Holden could come into her life when she's at her most vulnerable. Perhaps he enters her orbit through business dealings, presenting himself as a suave consultant or investor, only to slowly entwine himself into her personal life. Or maybe their connection is purely romantic at first, and Victoria believes she's found someone who isn't tied to the cutthroat world of corporate scheming. But if Holden has ties to a rival or a hidden agenda, the fallout could be explosive. Nathan Owens opposite Amelia Heinle would create the kind of slow-burn drama fans crave, passion mixed with betrayal, ambition intertwined with heartbreak. Could Holden be the next great love of Victoria's life, or will he be another devastating mistake? The stakes could not be higher. Then there's Claire Grace Newman, perhaps the most intriguing candidate of all. Claire has only just begun to piece her life back together after Jordan's manipulation nearly destroyed her. She's struggling to build trust with her newfound family and prove that she can carve out a new identity separate from her dark past. A connection with Holden could either be the support she desperately needs, or the ultimate setback. Imagine if Holden and Claire already knew each other, perhaps from Oregon, where Claire was kept isolated by Jordan. Maybe Holden was another pawn in Jordan's schemes, someone whose life was twisted by the same manipulations. Their bond could be one of survival and shared trauma, bringing them together in ways the Newmans could never understand. Alternatively, Holden could represent temptation for Claire, a way to rebel against the Newmans' control, to make her own choices even if they come with risks. If their connection turns romantic, Claire could finally step into her own love story. But if Holden is revealed to be her relative or tied to her past in ways she can't yet fathom, the emotional fallout could rock the Newman family to its foundation. Holden and Claire could either be soulmates or a ticking time bomb, and fans are desperate to know which path the writers will choose. What makes this setup so exciting is the unpredictability. Y&R has been on a roll with weaving new characters into the core families in meaningful ways, and Holden Novak feels like the next big swing. Nathan Owens has the star power to carry a major storyline, and his hints about a lady connection make it clear this arc will not be a simple fling. It's about drama, history, and the kind of emotional storytelling that soap operas do best. While Lily, Victoria, and Claire are the top contenders, fans shouldn't rule out wild cards like Phyllis Summers, Sharon Newman, or even Chelsea Lawson. Each of these women brings her own baggage, her own vulnerabilities, and her own capacity for chaos. Phyllis, with her restless spirit, might see Holden as a challenge she can't resist. Sharon, always trying to find balance, could be drawn to Holden's mystery. Chelsea, who thrives on complex relationships, might see in Holden a partner who understands her darker impulses. The writers have countless options, but the three main theories, Lily, Victoria, Claire, are the ones with the richest potential for long-term drama. For now, Holden Novak remains a mystery, but one thing is clear, his storyline is about to explode. Whether he's destined to sweep a woman off her feet, shatter a family with a shocking reveal, or rewrite Genoa City's power dynamics, his impact will be undeniable. Nathan Owens has brought an intensity that makes fans sit up and take notice, and the anticipation surrounding Holden's connections is building by the day. Genoa City is about to be shaken, and the reveal of Holden's link to a prominent lady could be one of the biggest turning points of the year.